this isn't exactly what I had planned for my next video, but you know, life happens. Anyways, so I'm just gonna do a little bit, this will just be another little vlog today of some things that have been going on the farm. And then also next week I'm hoping to get up a video about it'll be a more extended version than what I post on Instagram. I'll put our handle right here so you can go follow us there. That's our main platform. But it'll be a more extended version of my top tips for pastoral photos for livestock. Yeah, so I'll just kind of talk about some of the things I use and different things that I've found really helpful in getting some really interesting, candid type photos. But yeah, I hope that y'all will enjoy it. And here's just another little mini vlog of some stuff that's been going on. Yeah, so we got a busy week next week. So we got to get the herd dewormed. And so we have 3 separate groups we'll be dealing with to do that. Then we also, preparations for planting the Max Q pasture underway, right? And we got to get that done by mid-April. And so that's been a huge stress on everything. And then we'll also start rotating next week as well. So we got to survey all of our pastures ahead of rotation. So lots of things coming up, busy, but all good. Taking it with stride, and yeah. All right, so today has not been my day, but anyways, I was out here trying to film a couple reels, but I'm having a bit of difficulty with some certain someones knocking over my camera. Is that you, number 7? Were you the one knocking it over? Anyway, so I think I'm gonna have to switch to a different pasture. But yeah, so I have a bunch of curious cows in here. They will not leave me alone, which is fine, I love them, but not useful when they're knocking over my camera. So yeah, but anyways, these are so we have some heavy steers in here, and then we also have our replacement heifers, which we're about to pull out and put in with the bulls. And yeah, so they'll calve probably in January. But yeah, so right, kiddos? Y'all are not making my job very easy. You know that, right? I mean, they literally are the most curious things ever. Like, no space. 74, you got a lucky break. She escaped the load of heifers we shipped out the other week, so now she's in with our replacement girl. So she's a little bit smaller, but we'll see how she does. Number 7, oh my goodness. Kiddos, what is going on? So funny enough, the heifers actually do quite a bit more fighting than the steers do. Just because the steers have obviously, you know, once they've been castrated, they tend to mellow out. But our heifers, they're always tussling, trying to figure out who's the dominant one. But yeah, so much energy, girls. Number 7, what are you doing? Alright, so I'll just show you guys really quick the Max QC that we're going to be planting. And yeah, so also excuse the shop, it's very messy right now. So here are 2 pallets of Max Q. And so this actually has a novel endophyte. So it isn't endophyte free. It has a novel endophyte that isn't harmful to livestock. They say you do have to be careful if you plant this next to a field that already contains Kentucky 31, because the endophyte infected fescue can jump over and contaminate your Max Q. But we're fortunate that we don't have any fescue pastures around where we're going to be planting. So yeah, we're hoping for a good turnout. This will be our second planting of Max Q, and in several years' time, we'll probably go back and overseed it with something like Durana. So the Max Q fescue we will use as our winter grazing. And we're choosing to go this route. You know, it's a permanent established pasture and whatnot, so it's a one-time cost establishing. And yeah, so it should help us in the long run save a lot of money on hay. So we're looking forward to that, but it'll be 2 years before we can properly graze it. So that's not ideal, but like I said, one-time establishment, and then we're good to go. So after those 2 years, once it's really had time to establish and get its roots down and seed out once, we'll be good to go. All right, I just have to feed. I'm gonna feed a couple groups. Then also today we decided that we want to move the biggest herd of pears. We're gonna move them into a pasture we call the Central Sahara because it's planted in Sahara Bermuda. And we're gonna do this. We're not quite ready to rotate till next week, but this will let us cut back on hay a little bit. There's a little bit of clover and some volunteer perennial ryegrass growing in there. So anyways, I'm gonna go do that, and I'll bring y'all along with me to set the gates. Of course, forgot to get mineral. I'm gonna put some mineral on for them too. So yeah, got my feed, and then I got my mineral. And yeah, we actually use, if you're located in the southeast, we highly recommend Godfrey's feed. I'll put a link in the description box to them. They do some really great custom feed mixes that you can buy in bulk, and they get everything to you so timely and whatnot. So yeah, highly recommend. And all their feed is really great quality. And they also have an onboard nutritionist, so they can help you figure out if you want like a hotter ration for finishing cattle, you want a creep feed. We get like an all-purpose ration that we feed to everything. And so it's not too hot. It's mainly soybean whole pellets, a little bit of rolled corn, some corn gluten, and some cottonseed. But yeah, Godfrey's do a really great job. That's gone through the fence, but this is the Sahara that we're gonna let the cows into. I'm just gonna head down to our watering area, and I need to switch the gate over for them so that they can get access to some water in here. And Mark's actually at home right now cleaning out the garage. He wanted to do that for some reason, I'm not sure. But anyway, so I am out here holding down the fort. Which is fine. It's a nice day, so I really don't mind. So here's the watering area, and there's a nice, pretty little tree down there too, blooming. So I need to open this gate and then shut the one up there. We like to fence off a lot of our watering areas to help with erosion and whatnot. I gotta get this thing over this twig thing. There we go. And yeah, it just helps have like a designated area so that they don't completely erode all of the banks of like the river and whatnot, because that can cause some serious problems. This is where the girls will come to water when they get moved over. All right, now I'm just gonna throw some mineral out. There's a blue barrel over there. Lost my dog. There he comes. Thorn, what are you doing? Oh, Tilly. Both of them. Tilly. Hey, Tilly. All right, so now we gotta go up to this. There's a back corner gate, like all the way over there. I'll go check that, and then we'll open up the gate. Yeah, so this is about an 80-acre pasture, so it's not our smallest. So it'll take me a minute to get back there. But yeah, the cows have been up in a holding pen. At least this group has for the past month or two, just being supplemented with hay. So they'll be excited to be able to come around and pick at some of the green stuff growing in here. There's not that much, but there's more than it looks. So yeah, they'll be happy. Why we check, because the gate is open. So yeah, always double check. We'll get it shut though. I think we've all made that mistake, thinking something. And I'm not really sure about what's happening here, why we just have a T-post and this gate is like slanted. I don't know. I mean, I think it's like a temporary thing, but we'll never fix it. So it'll probably stay like this for the next 20 years. No one's to be seen. I got one cow who's thinking about coming. Come on! We might be here a while. Body condition of these girls, to be honest. I really wish they were in a little bit better condition coming out of the winter, but we're still working on adjusting our feeding rations, and we'll have that max Q in a couple years time to help out and give them something green to graze on in the winter. All right, well, that's it for today, but y'all make sure to subscribe, because hopefully next week I'll be getting a video up about some of my photography tips for Instagram and social media. So yeah, if you're interested in that sort of thing, subscribe, and I'll be posting that next week.